Hi besties, today I'm bringing you a 45-minute Monday motivation whole house clean, sort of, while I'm picking up dog poop in the backyard and changing the cat litter and you start your own cleaning. I'll explain what I mean. We're all pretty familiar at this point with setting a timer for a power hour and seeing how much cleaning you can get done in that time, but for those of us who are insanely busy, we often don't have an hour spare. But we're looking around our house in despair at all the mess and dirt. I'm starting a bit of a series on cleaning now when you have less or more than an hour, differing durations basically, that you'll be able to come back to on the channel and pick from depending on how much time you have that day. Today, as you now know, is a 45-minute clean, and this is how I went about it. We live in a 2-story townhouse, right? So I started downstairs and did a very surface level tidy up. And then I went and did the same thing upstairs. I checked how much time I'd spent so far. And then I went back downstairs and did the next more thorough layer. Then I went back upstairs and so on until the 45 minutes were up. Each time I started another layer of cleaning, as I'm choosing to call it here, I thought about what my priority was. So for example, today I knew my priority wasn't sinks or wiping down surfaces or folding laundry. It was tidying, scrubbing the toilets, cleaning up pet waste, so the backyard and the cat litter, cycling laundry and dishes, and vacuuming and mopping the downstairs floors. I'm very happy to report to anyone that saw my video from, I think 9 days ago now, my low motivation clean, that I'm feeling much better now. So I hope that that's a little bit of light in the darkness for anyone who is struggling with their mental health or really anything at the moment. Last week I was feeling really low, and I've been feeling, like I said in that video, as though everything's a bit hopeless. I'm never going to feel better. I wish I'd never started therapy because it's made everything worse and stirred everything up in my brain. But I am feeling a lot better now. I'm definitely not where I want to be yet, but I feel a lot more like myself. I'm a lot happier. I'm having a lot less... Sorry if you can hear the exhaust fan cooking dinner and the washing machine in the background, by the way. I'm feeling a lot more like myself, and I'm not experiencing so much distress. And I actually went to therapy the day that I filmed this video and I'm doing the voiceover, and he was very happy with my progress. He said things are settling down, and yeah, he's really encouraged, and he said, no, this is definitely not where you're going to stay. You will just continue to get better. So considering a couple of weeks ago, and honestly for the last couple of months now, since about Christmas, I've been feeling like I'm just stuck, feeling anxious and panicky and depressed, and that's how I'll feel for the rest of my life. My particular problems can't be solved, all that kind of stuff. So that's been very encouraging and a relief for me, even though I do still have hard days and hard times. They're getting further apart, which everybody who's gone through similar things to me has already told me would happen. I was like, yeah, but that's you, not me. But now I can pass that on to you guys and say that the bad days do get further apart. Sometimes when you don't even notice, you just sort of wake up and go, oh, I've actually had quite a few good days now. while I was upstairs, I didn't film it, but I did also tidy up the bedroom. And when I was downstairs, I didn't film that I did vacuum and tidy the left half, does that make sense, of the living area. My husband Corey has been home from work today. He's 6'7" and always had since he reached his full height. He's had a lot of problems with his back. He gets a lot of back issues with sort of like back spasms. Nobody's really able to tell him exactly why they happen. But this weekend he had the worst episode he's had in, years. And basically been confined to bed. I've been helping him to the toilet, helping him to shower. That bad. So the doctor has him on some really strong painkillers and muscle relaxants, which he's only taking, yesterday and today when I'm filming this and doing the voiceover, and then tomorrow he has to go to work, come rain or shine, so he'll have to cease the strong painkillers because they obviously make you drowsy. He has to drive to work, so we're hoping that he is a lot better tomorrow, but he was sort of going between the bed and finally spent a little bit of time at his computer desk today before he got too sore and had to go back up to bed, and obviously didn't really want to be filmed, so I left him alone and kept that out of the video. But basically, you'll see that I went downstairs, I did Rory is, by the way, while I'm doing this voiceover, playing with the squeaky toy. She will not be stopped. There is nothing I can do except take it off her rather, and I refuse to do that because she's so happy, and it's so easy to make a dog happy, so you'll just have to put up with the squeaking. Okay, besties. Did the downstairs, did the pet waste, did the tidying up upstairs, then I came back downstairs and thought, okay, what's the next priority? So I cleaned up the dishes, and picked up all the laundry, cycled some laundry, went upstairs and did the toilets. I think I've got this in the right order. Then I came back down and thought, okay, what's the next priority? It was the benches. So I wiped the benches. And then after that, my priority was vacuuming and mopping. Unfortunately, I ran out of time on my 45-minute timer to do the mopping. But that's the point of this. We're too busy to get everything done in one shot every time. So next time I clean, I'll do a quick vacuum again, and then I'll do the mopping. And that will be like the number one priority. So I hope that's helpful. If you're going to attack your cleaning, just figure out what's the priority in your house. In your house, the priority might be the laundry above anything else. It might be, I don't know, maybe you're an Uber driver and your priority is keeping your car clean, so you have to do the car before anything else. It might be cleaning out the fridge. It might be cleaning the stove and the oven. Whatever it is that you really need done in your house, or the windows, or the shower, I don't know. Make it work for you, bestie. It's okay. Also, in some very exciting news in our household over the last couple of weekends. Last weekend, I auditioned for the Addams Family musical and I got a lead role. I got the role that I auditioned for. Cue applause. Thank you very much. I've wanted that lead role for, about 5 years now. So that was very, very exciting. And my dancing has really improved. I was one of the best people at the dance call. So all of my classes and practicing every week has paid off. And then this weekend, I'm musical directing and co-directing a production of Sweeney Todd, the musical, with the theatre company that my husband and I started. And he got the lead role of Sweeney Todd, which has been, Rory, calm down with the squeaking, man, has been his dream role for years and years and years. Obviously, it was very stressful. I had to recuse myself from his audition. I couldn't have an opinion so that no one could say that he got the role because I was biased. So my co-director and the choreographer chose who would get the role of Sweeney, and they chose him because he was incredible. So it's been very exciting. Anyway, I hope that your week has also gone a lot better than even if you had a great week last week, I hope you had an incredible week this week. And I hope it gets even better for you from here. I hope this is helpful. I hope that the ongoing series will give you some inspiration of what you can do to keep on top of things and keep your house feeling a little bit calmer, even when you don't have, an entire day to devote to cleaning. Or maybe who wants to devote an entire day to cleaning unless you've really got the bug? As a fairly new channel, now is the time to be giving me feedback on what kind of videos you want to be seeing, what's most helpful for you. And you'll notice that I did not speed up the video today. I feel like videos these days are showing unrealistic portrayals of how long it takes to do something, even if we do have real timers going in our videos. And so I hope it encourages you to just kind of slow down and enjoy getting your things done and taking some time to reset your home in the midst of all the busyness. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope it's helpful. I love you all and I appreciate you spending this time with me. I would love it if you would subscribe. That would mean heaps to me, like everybody says. And I will see you in the next one. Love you, bestie. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.